All right, cool. Thank you. So, okay, quickly, I think, yeah, it was really, really good. To be honest, what you guys have presented is good, except for the fact that some people took enough time anyway. But I think was really, really, really great. Actually, it was so great that at the point that I was like, okay, should I just give everyone over 5%, discount for what you've done? Of yeah, but I will talk about those guys that have done very well. And something that I need to point out, and one thing I want to say generally, actually, there's some people that you need to read your presentation very well. There are some typos actually that you should have looked into, even to the extent that some people actually make a typo in their names actually. So it's really, you need to look into that anyway. So okay, before I also go ahead as well, Bolu already sent a reminder, yeah, to you about the votes. Yeah, please do ensure that you vote right now. If that's fine. So it's going to close in a moment anyway. Okay, so yeah, but to be honest, the level of representation is really, really top notch, which I think is really, really good. So, and okay, all right. So I will speak for instance. Let's start with Olayinka. Olayinka, I think you said in Spring Zero you only did a little, but of course Spring Zero is not meant to be heavy lifting. It's meant to be set up and onboarding everywhere in anywhere. So that's what you use the Spring Zero for. So one thing that you need to look into is RACI. RACI is RACCI. So not double C. But except from that, I think what you presented was really, really good. Actually, sprint by sprint, what you've done, that's what I'm expecting. So, and the only thing I also see this, not only you, some people say I am creating agile framework. I don't know. I don't want to say it's wrong, but I'm not sure that's you don't create an agile framework. Yeah. So agile is a framework on itself, but you creating it for Blue Sky. Unless, yeah, I don't want, yeah, that word. Let's be careful how to use it so that you don't use it loosely. Anyway, so we are using agile framework in Blue Sky, right? So it's not that you are creating one for us to get it now. And some people also say, I'm creating a new framework for Blue Sky. You are not creating a framework for us to get it now. So that's another thing that you need to look into, right? So, and yeah, aside from that, I think I love the artifacts. It's good. The performance tracking, yeah, and other artifacts as well. So, which I think that really, really, really nice to be honest. So, and I can say well done to you for that. Yeah, 1 minute. Let me bring my report on the bigger screen. Okay, all right, which I think is good. So the only thing I think in the sprint dynamite, right? Dynamite sprint, is that A B C D? I'm not sure that that's the sprint you are on right now because it shows that nothing has been done. Hopefully, that's the sprint. But it just even the sprint champion, you committed less and you finished more than what you committed into the sprint. But if I missed stakeholder, I would have asked what happened. Are you not planning properly within the sprint? But sometimes it does happen at work as well. Anyway, okay. So let's move to Etuen. Okay. So and when you first started and start speaking on video, I was really, really impressed to be honest with that cap and everything. Yeah. So, and to be honest, it was like, oh, this is, and I said, okay, this actually got me anyway. So I said, okay, for that presentation, even being there and the first person that will show his face and with that presentation, and I said, okay, I think this person even deserve maybe 5% or 10% if you are coming to advance. But what was really, really good. And also not only that, what you shown was good as well. the tasks that you presented, the Azure board as well, the retro and the like. So that was really, really good. But the only thing I can say, you actually got me hooked. Then eventually you left me hanging. It was like, okay, this guy's gonna bring other artifacts and everything. It was like, that's all. I was like, oh. And those are the kind of movie that they finish and they say, watch out for part two. And they are saying, what is it? You didn't finish part one. Anyway, why am I watching you out for part two? But it was really, really good, though I was expecting more. I just said, okay, that's the end. But it was good. Well done. Then Omo Bolanle Talabi, that is another one. So I will have expected you to have put this in a slideshow, right? So it would really, really look good because you also um, put your video on that as well. Your face is showing, which is good, and also even what you displayed as well. The effective facilitation of this Scrum meeting, the roles, and also the ceremony that you facilitated, the case studies and everything. So, but yeah, and also yeah, on the interviews that you interview questions as well. The At a point I was like, are you a scrum master or a DA or something like that? So, but later I thought, okay, it's a scrum master anyway. But with the fact that you kind of now talk about the DA anyway, the workshop that you did with the DA and what you're able to do with it, I don't, it's really, really good. But one thing I want you to look into is the pronunciation of this particular word, Gherkin, Gherkin. I think you kind of, yeah, you need to look into Gherkin. Okay, so you need to watch out for that pronunciation anyway. So if that's okay. So, but except from that, I think yeah, up to the Jira, you listed what you've done. But even though I would have expected you to have put what you do more than what you learned anyway, because this is basically doing platform. Okay, but it was good. Okay. Then Temi Aremo, another good one, I would say, very, very good. I like the blue color of the presentation, so and also against white, because I saw some people using the blue one and they are putting black on top of that, which doesn't actually let it come out. But in your own, is really, really good. One thing I like about your presentation is like you speak to the slide, you don't read it, which I think is really, really good actually. So you are able to deliver. If what you've kind of delivered today, you go for an interview, you should be able to get the job actually. So that is really, really good. So without reading, you went to explain what you did and everything, which I think, and the slide is just there for people to, like a hook anyway. So which I think was really, really good. And also talking about the goals, the sprint backlog and everything. So which I think was really, really good. How you kind of explain even the metrics as well. How you explain the metric was also really, really good. So at the point I was okay, yeah, even with the level of the work ethic and everything, I can say, okay, let me add another 10% uh, to your voucher if you really want to come into the advance anyway. So, but well done. Then follow on Gian, another great presentation in terms of the slide. But the slide is good, but like I said, in terms of Temi was actually delivering it, but you were reading actually. So that's another feedback and I want to give to you. When you are delivering, you don't need to read the slide. Do you get it now? Except from that, it was good actually. So another thing that I want you to look into, hopefully this is not in your CV. There's some of the two. I think it's not only you, some people also have the same thing as well. So you mentioned Telegram as part of the tool that you use. Zoom, I've worked in a place where they use Zoom, right? That I can see say maybe yes or no, right? So maybe some of the startup might use Zoom. I've worked in a place that we use, even though they use Teams, also they use Zoom. But Telegram is not like kind of official tool, to be honest. So if you have Telegram on your CV, please do remove it. This applies to everybody. Zoom, I'm a bit skeptical to be honest. If you check my CV, I didn't put Zoom in there anyway. So because it's kind of a social media application rather than the official. application anyway. So just look into that. Yeah, except from that, the tax that you did was good. It was a good summary, but like I said, the fact that you were reading it, yeah, so I kind of give you minus on that one. But except from that, that was also a great presentation. Well done for that anyway. So then moving on to Temi, yeah. I like the color. I like even the presentation, the slide, how it actually came out bold, which I think is really really good, and also delivering is good. So and so of course at the point I was like, I really don't like when it's not talking. But when you now look at the fact that, yeah, okay, the content is there, even though there's no voice, there's a music, but he actually puts me on my toes to actually grab what I needed to grab quickly, actually, because it was so fast. Actually, it was so fast. But one thing I can say in terms of the effort, yeah, you said you put some effort, the joint effort that was put into the action. You listed what you've done, the overall PPI that was completed. I like that one, to be honest, because that's what I'm looking for. How many PPI did you create? How many? Yeah. So I think you can also go back and give yourself feedback on that, because in some sprints you created two PBIs, in some sprints is only one. So and I was like, yeah, even for me, there's nothing stopping any BA from creating more, like two or three or four, to be honest, in a sprint. So if a tester can test three or four in a sprint, then I don't think any BA should not create more than three or something. But in essence, it was good anyway. So the wireframe was good as well, and the I think wireframe was also brilliant. Anyway, so 1 minute, I just need to zoom in on my report. So yeah, the wireframe was good, and I like, because I can see it from what I've got in there right now. The calendars, you've already know how to do that, and also some other cool controls or objects on the wireframes as well. Was it also very good laid out as well? So which is fine. One thing that I also want to let you know, right? So in some of the slides, I think that is the one for the banner too. You don't need to put the content there. I can see you are putting the content there. So you don't need to put the content there. You just need to represent it as a text. Okay. So you don't need the content, just represent as hopefully you know what to do in that aspect anyway. But like the drop down, how you represented it, basically the drop down, and you also put the content of the drop down, which I think is fine. So well done on that one. And also the profile page was also good. One thing I think this most of you guys got this one wrong. In the profile page, you put a picture there, and that picture is in colored. That is totally wrong. So what you just need to do is to represent that picture as you have represented the logo, right? Because that's what you just need to do. You don't need to put the image there anyway. So one thing as a rule of thumb, at no point should your wireframe as colors. If you are putting colors or it's got any colors, you are doing it wrongly. Do you get it now? It should be black and white, because it's just a picture representation of how your site should look like. Do you get it now? It's not the real website, as long as you know that. So, but well done on that. So then moving on to Moyo, another great one as well. I like how the presentation is bold. And to be honest, I said this is very, very great on my report. That's what I put in there. So it was really good. And even not only that, the work ethic as well, saying, oh, I've been able to do four back PBIs in a particular sprint. The only thing I don't know, right? So maybe your tempo is reducing, because Amazon you did four, Balsamic you did three, Champion you did three, then Dynamite you did one. Then so you need to know what's happening. I thought you should be adding more, not reducing. Do you get it now? So, but well done. One thing, feedback, you need to talk a bit slowly, but it's nice. It's okay, right? Maybe you just need to work on the tempo a little bit, actually. but yeah, in terms of presentation, good delivery, good presentation. So well done. To be honest, I can easily give you 10% on the advance for this one. So well done. So and yeah, so even the tools, I think I like you didn't actually put Zoom, you didn't put Telegram. Do you get it now? Or official tools are the one that you added in there, which I think is really really great actually. Where some people are not even put Figma, you added Figma, which I think is another great tool for a BA. So and the wireframes also, I think they're also nice as well. So well done on that one, and also the user story. One thing I want to also let you know on the user story that you've written, which I think that nice, but try as much as possible to align the keywords like giving when, and so it just make your work tidy and neater anyway if you can do that. So but well done on those things anyway. So yeah, and also on the queries as well. So and to be honest, when you did your presenter, so this is one of the best, and I just wrote it like that. So even you also added the process map and everything, which I think is really 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 good as well. So and it's not only that the process map is good, you also use the simulating for that as well. So well done on that one. So and looking at the process map, you use the right controls or the right symbols as well. So because I've seen some people when they are supposed to use a kite, they use the rectangle or they use yeah. So but in your own case, you know when to pull those things anyway. So we're done on that anyway. So that is really really good. So and yeah, and the only thing I can say on the process map is your process map should not have like a infinite loop. No, not infinite loop. Should not go to a dead end. One of them actually went to a dead end. Actually, do you get that? So most of the process map you end in your stop anyway. So if you look into that, so which one actually go into dead end? So and you can refer it back to the where it should be. So then going on to Jennifer, another great one as well. Well done. So yeah, the question, the sprint, yeah, it just like I think the shade of the blue is a bit, yeah, I don't know. But in terms of the content was good, the artifacts was wonderful, and also the process map was also good as well. So and I think in terms wireframe, they're also nice as well. So compared to the other ones that I saw, so the user story, yeah, very good one. Anyway, so well done for that. And also, yeah, even your wireframes you added instead of using text, you put yeah all those swiggy lines to actually say this is text. Though even though I would have prefer a lighter one that's got like a paragraphs. Do you get it now? Instead of one thick one that is kind of all yeah so bold anyway. So you just use the paragraph one. So well done. Yeah. And okay, so another thing, I'm not sure. I just wanted to even ask if you are there, right? Are you one of the under 25, right? If you can unmute, Jennifer, just to confirm anyway, because I know that there's some under 25 that actually came to this program anyway. So
Yes, I
okay.
am there.
You are okay. All right. So for those guys that are in the under 25, I will be generous to actually give you 100% discounts to come into the advance if you want to anyway. So because this one of those things that I really want to. I'm really impressed. At this age, I think I was still in the uni. To be honest, I didn't know how my life would turn out to be anyway. So and at this time, if I see someone like that that is doing well, I think as an adult, I need to kind of encourage you better. So if you really want to come to the advance, it is for free for you anyway. So you
Thank
can
you so
take the
much, Edmund.
opportunity. Yeah.
I
So
appreciate
that
it.
yeah, no worries. That also applies to as many under 25 on this program as well. So if you just send a message to admin at prep major, so you so I know some people will become under 25 now. So and you have to show your passport. Yeah, You have to
I'm a tech.
you have to show your passport and your IDs anyway. But actually, those guys, they know themselves anyway because they actually came from one of my programs. Yeah, they've done. So if you are not coming from that program, you are not part of the people I'm talking about anyway. So, but of course, if you are under 25 year and they are also under 25 and they are British, that's another qualification anyway. So, and because we, to be honest, what I tell people about this 195 is like, uh, I've got younger kids anyway, so and I really want to be able to place this 105 in a good place so that even the kids that are coming behind will be able to see them at the top to say, yeah, if these people can do it, I also can do it as well. So it's another motivation factor. I'm not doing it for them only, I'm doing it for myself so that my kids can look at those ones up and they know that okay they can be like Jennifer if Jennifer is now working with Lloyd's or different companies like that, so you can, yeah, so it's like they will serve as motivation factor for the younger generation. So it's really really good. Okay, all right, so moving on, but well done, I think you did very well as well anyway, so yeah. Okay, so this next person is Adegboyega. Adegboyega. So yeah, another great one as well. So you listed the tools, which is good, and the responsibility was also nice. Sprint by sprint, the activities are also good as well. So and the test cases, I think that oh yeah, they're also fine as well. So well done, and I like the fact that you are attaching the what's it called, the test evidence, which is your attachment to the test cases, which I think is really, really nice anyway. So well done on that. In some instances, you didn't put that. So I'm just telling you that it was really, really good. So well done. And so one thing that you need to look into if you want to stick to getting way of writing the syntax, stick to it. Okay, maybe you actually stuck with it is because you use the share step. That's why they're not aligning. Maybe that also is okay anyway. So, but well done on that one in terms of manner, test and also the box that was raised. So, and also one thing that you said during your presentation is like, there was no enough stories. I put in my note that, what do you mean by no enough stories? Do you get it now? There should be a lot of stories. At the point that just I put a note here. So one thing I can tell people, whether the BA, keyword, DA, I know the sprint, the project is going to an end, and I know you might not have worked on another story and a story. I will ask everyone to go into the board, start peeping into other stories, peek into other stories that you didn't actually know or you didn't work on it, so that you can expand your knowledge. That's another thing. So that when you go for interview, you are not only talking about the things that you did, you are also talking about things that other member of the team also did. So, like I said, I've changed the temper so that you don't go back and talk about um, login registration. Those are basics. Do you get it now? Even if those stories are not assigned to you, go in there and start checking what the person did now. So I would advise you to do so. Review other things. So this is general for everybody anyway. So hopefully you'll be able to do that. So, okay. And yeah, you've also mentioned the fact that you've written your test cases in your automation in a traditional approach, and now you kind of started to use page objects, which I think is really, really good. Page objects is a new way, is a new money to spend in automation anyway. So, but well done on that one, and you showed us what you've done, which I think is good. So, well done on that one. I can say, yeah, based on the automation that you've done, yeah, I can give you 10% to on advance anyway. So Adura, another great one as well. So the only thing, Adura, I would have expected you to do this presentation in a slideshow, which you did not do, to be honest. I was like, oh, yeah. So always make sure that you do it in a slideshow. But it was great in terms of the content. Yeah. So well done on that one. You showed us your test cases actually. So, but one thing that I really want to sometimes when you use share step, you just kind of lose the concept of the BDD framework. But it's okay because if you just share step, just share step, you want to be able to use it in a different uh, test case, which I think is fine. So, but well done on that one. All those wonderful test cases that you've done and the box that you've raised as well. So, which I think that cool as well. So, and okay, I've done. Hopefully, I've done. Yeah, but I think that's still you. Yeah. So well done. And okay, view image share step. Okay, all right. That also is good. And yeah, the test cases, the automation also is wonderful. I can see you've kind of done a bit of the at least if not three, that's fine. So even though at the end of this project, I'm expecting all the QAs to have done at least seven stories anyway. So on Friday, I need to see everyone with their 7 stories anyway. So let's look into that. But that was also good. So I think you also merit the 10% from what you have done. Well done. So moving on to Adijat, yeah. So and I think this is another great one, very great to be honest. So I love the introduction, even at the first when you started intro, I said, yeah, this is good from even the beginning, which I think was really good. So and then you went out talk about on the artifact what you presented. Even for me, I'm all about screenshots because sometimes when you put screenshots on the page, I'm able to see what you put in there, so I can give you feedback quickly. So I know you've kind of put that. Okay, we did the test plan, we did test strategy. It will be good if I'm able to see it anyway. So, but in terms of what you've done was really great. And another thing also when you mentioned the bug created when you first created your first bug, and I know what is it, how you'll be excited to say, yeah, my first bug and everything. So, and to be honest, if you don't mind, you can go there, go back to the bug and go and frame it and put it and put and put on the side of your house. So it's your first bug. It's really exciting to actually see, yeah, that you are becoming a tester and you found your first bug anyway. But that was good anyway. So, and I like the overview that you provided. One of those was the fact that I can see some testing techniques. I'm going to believe that you just don't put it there. You know what it means, right? Like boundary value analysis, equivalent partitioning, and everything, because those are the things that when you go for interview, you want to arm yourself with anyway. So, but we're done on that one. So, which I think was really good. And at the point I was saying, oh, this person actually should get the 10%, but it did great. And then you also mentioned something. You mentioned that, yeah, and I did switch iframe into iframe. I was like, wow, to be honest, at the point I say really wow. So I can say, okay, you should get 20% discount. To be honest, if you want to come to advance, because if you are able to switch to, and not only that, you also did the tables as well. But one thing, even though I'm only giving you that based on trust, because I didn't see most of the things that you actually said, I was looking for the framework, yeah. But and I should maybe in the step definition you should have showed it in the step definition where you use the frames and everything, or and but you show some of these step definitions anyway. So and also the yeah, the what's it called, the feature file was also good as well. A lot of bugs were raised, which I think is fine, but I think you deserve the 20% anyway. So well done. Okay. And the next person is Aribua Iyanolua. So I like the presentation is bold actually. So and like I said, you need to remove telegrams from, yeah, from the tools you use. Prep Major is not a tool, it's an application, so you need to remove that as well. So and you mentioned the roles. It just like even though it was good, but I thought that you at the point went off tangent to, because I was asking you what you've done. You are telling me, okay, these are the roles. You are telling me these are the skills, and but it's good anyway. But I wanted you to focus on what exactly did you do, right? So, and yeah, of course, you show me some of the artifacts, your test cases that you've written. So one thing I want you to also be aware of, actually, you kept on saying we, our, so it just done to me. You need to tell me what you've done, not what your team has done anyway. But you need to also get up to speed into the automation, right? I like the feature file is good, it's a starting point, but your step definitions, you need to expand on that one, to be honest. So expand on your step definition, and yeah, so and also finish your, yeah, you only got one feature. So anyway, so yeah, so you need to ensure that you do this. So speak to a member of your team like Adija or Adegwega, so let them also kind of yeah, help you out so on this one. So I'm also speaking to them as well. So a member of your team needs your help, please rally around him so that he is able to get up to speed. Okay. Then the next person is Temioluwa Shubwale, okay, a DA, right? So, um, to be honest, when you first started, I was like, this is really, really good. Animation virtually is like doing a demo on a live environment, which I think is good. But anyway, so it was, yeah, it was really, really good. And also then the sequel also, it's not only you didn't put the screenshot there, you actually kind of start to put the queries there. One thing that the word he said you want to extract data using function, it's not function. And initially I was saying, what is function in SQL? And I thought later when you start to type, it's not actually function, it's a command. You get an SQL command. So you need to kind of watch that terminology. But it was really, really good having to type in and also see what it worked. And at the end, you didn't actually show me how you are able to extract it anyway, but was also a great one. So I can say well done on that. I was looking for Tableau, but I didn't see that anyway. So, but the Power BI was good, and also the visualization was also good as well. So, to be honest, was another great one. Well done. So okay, so the next person is Prince Ganati. So that also another great presentation as well. So and yeah, the Power BI was also good as well. And yeah, so to be honest, I love this one. I really love it, and I thought this is really, really good. A very bold presentation, and you deliver it nicely, well contained. So and yeah, it was good, and also the data as well, and yeah, and there are a lot of artifacts on the screenshot that you put in there, both for Excel, SQL, and the likes. Anyway, so I can say well done on that. So I'm happy to actually, yeah, give you 10% on that one. So moving on to Rose, a yeah, so yeah, on Power BI, Tableau, yeah, exactly. Now, okay, Rose, you need to kind of look into this pronunciation of SQL, and moreover, it is not SQL, right? So, and it's not also spelled as SEQUEL. It is not. It's actually SQL, structural query language. That is the full definition, actually. Structure or structural query language. But people don't call it that way anyway. They call it SQL or SQL, right? So if you say SQL, is still okay, or if you say SQL, not SQL, okay. So you just need to watch that anyway. So okay, and yeah, your Power BI was good as well. The Tableau was also good as well. And so yeah, and I think was nice. Yeah, so uh, well done. And yeah, so I think yeah, you did very well. I can see a lot of artifacts here and what you've done. Most especially the joins on the SQL one actually was also good. Anyway, so then Power BI, so that also is brilliant, and also you also have Tableau with it, and the Excel functions. Yeah. So it's a really I can actually say, yeah, you also deserve a 10%. Well done. Then following on to Shegun Arebua. So yeah, I like the presentation, but in the you actually put black on white, sorry, black on blue. It doesn't actually bring it out that well. And some of your presentation are overlapping. You need to watch those ones anyway. So in terms of the content on Tableau that you did was good as well. So I can see the worksheet that you presented, and also the dashboard as well was good. It shows that you've mastered how to prepare data, to load your data, and how to create the DAX calculations as well. So well done on that one anyway. And the Excel also, you've kind of mastered that and as well. So which is good anyway. So and so I was looking for the yeah, okay, yeah. When you're actually showing your slides and you are saying you work on this SQL, I've already kind of put a note down that you should show me what you've done on SQL. But later I can see that you now kind of display all those things that you did on SQL as well as on Excel as well. So I can say well done on that one. I've kind of added you as 15% discount if you are interested anyway, but well done. That was good. So Adura Timileyin, and yeah, also you did very well as well in terms of all the tax from 0 to 4 and what you've done. So that was also good as well. So overview of what is data analysis. Even yeah, it's okay anyway. So the 5 categories, but what I'm interested more of is what you did actually. So and yeah, the combined queries. I really do, even though they are okay, but I want to see what you did. It just if you correct me if I'm wrong, what you put in there just look as if it's a screenshot from somewhere anyway, rather than the one that you did yourself actually. So that's why I'm a bit yeah a bit skeptical in terms of giving you any discount. So but I think the Excel, yeah, I was expecting to see all those artifacts anyway. So that's the only thing. The Excel was good. And the another thing that I want you to look into is pronunciation of this particular word, pivot, pivot. Okay. So I've forgotten how you kind of make how you pronounce it anyway, but it's pivot, yeah, pivot table. Okay. So and okay, so but well done. So and another thing, you actually put some definition of SQL, reserve word, select word. So if you're the one that did it, let me assume you were anyway. So with that, I can say, okay, yeah, let me give you 10%. But if you're not, to be honest, it doesn't, yeah, make any because this is practical session. You should be able to kind of. I was expecting that after you put that in there, you would put it on your SQL Management Studio and run it, and we can see it anyway. So, but well done anyway. So that was the only thing that, yeah, I think I would give you the 10% anyway because, well, at the end, I like the conclusion. It was a great summary, actually. So, and I, when you talk about, yeah, data analysis is to learn how to clean, transform, module, visualize data, and also create interactive dashboards. So which I think was actually a great summary of what everything is. So well done. Okay, so I would kind of yeah toe the lines of giving you 10% on this one. So then moving on to being follower. Being follower, yeah, well done as well. Great presentation. So so on the different stories that you did in sprint zero, and yeah, so that was also good. Sprint one was also good. So and yeah, I think it was another great presentation to be honest. So even though I was expecting more from you actually, so and but yeah, so And another thing that you need to watch out is how to do a good presentation in terms of PowerPoint. So some of your PowerPoint images are showing at the back anyway. So it's like you are superimposing another PowerPoint presentation on another one. It doesn't actually kind of bring your work out that much. Do you get it now? Sometimes you just erode the effort that you've done. So to be honest, I'm just tempted to just give you 5% if you want. But I know you've done a lot, but you didn't actually kind of do justice in terms of presenting it anyway, or even putting a very good PowerPoint presentation. So okay, so and let's move on to Ezekiel. Ezekiel, yeah. So that another great one again. So well done for that. So, but one thing I can say is also you also need to look into your PowerPoint presentation skill as well. So when you're doing the screenshot and everything, some of them are cutting off, some of them, yeah. So even you are presenting a Tableau screenshot to me, half of the part is already broken, it's already kind of missed. So you need to look into that because that won't actually do justice. But I like the fact that you came on screen, you also show your face, which I think is good. It counts for something anyway. So and Excel was also good. So I think that's one of your top parts anyway. So the Excel presentation was good. Um, so yeah, but you just need to watch. You need to look into PowerPoint presentation skill anyway, so that everything is tidy. I like your SQL presentation; it was also good as well. Anyway, so and yeah, I'm not yeah, I'm okay to give you 10% if you are coming. Rohit. Okay, so I think at this point I'm actually jumping to the those guys that I missed so that I can come back again. So Rohit, okay. So Rohit Thomas, okay, all right. So this is also good as well. I like how you laid out the table of contents is good, and also the outlines as well. What you've done in terms of collaborations and the skills as well. So and also the tools and the artifacts. So yeah, the artifacts also were good, and I think you are one of those one as well that you are using pictures. So don't use that. So you don't put pictures on the profile page. You need to use the representation of an image. Okay, so yeah, attendance is brilliant. Well done on that one. So and so yeah, I think I'm willing to actually give you, yeah, if you are coming to advance, 10% on, yeah, on what you've done. So it was really really great. So well done on that. Yeah. And one thing I can say, even on the, yeah, on the wireframe, is you've kind of known how to do the drop down, which I think is good as well. So except from the places that you've got colors, so which I think, yeah, the rest are fine. So next person is Wale. Wale, what? Yeah, I like the outline of the overview, which I think is good, and also the collaborations as well. The tools is good. Actually, the tools that you put there are also good as well. So you can say you got Teams, Balsamic, Zoom is only. I think I would. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, just need to look into that part anyway. So the what you did per sprint was also good, even though yeah, I think you did more than other people anyway because even sprint one, I don't know. Yeah, it seems that some people did well in sprint one, then in sprint two they go down. I don't know whether it was because the work is becoming too much or something like that. So hopefully it's not. Yeah. So, but well done. The user stories are well written as well. Okay, and the so even though the one that the wireframes you didn't put, I would expected you to have put the full wireframe so that I can see them, but you just put the screen a section, right? So then another thing, like the section of let's get started today, where you have the text. Okay, you don't need to put the text there. Okay, you just need to represent with the text. So anyway, so okay, so I think that is the only feedback I've got. Yeah, I've already mentioned the fact that don't use colors as well. I think you used that. So it was good anyway. So to be honest, yeah, maybe 5% or 10 for you anyway. So if you're okay. So Adeola, so yeah. Adola, so yeah, another great one to be honest. So yeah, on this one, so well done. So really, really impressed. Yeah, but it seems I don't know. Yeah, okay, maybe I now I know. Maybe okay, Sprint Amazon is when you guys are doing your CVs and everything. So that might explain it anyway. Why there are more stories in those sprints anyway. There are no stories for the project. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, and I like the presentation, how you kind of laid out the PPIs that were created, and yeah, the so the same thing applies to you in terms of user stories as well. So try as much as possible to um, highlight the keywords in your user stories. So so if you can, please. So and yeah, you've got some so when you have text, okay, the same thing applies to you. When you have text, actually the normal text or label, this is not a button, right? It's just like a paragraph or something. Let it be on that text, not normal text that you want to put in there. So if you get what I mean, so okay. All right, cool. So I think it's good anyway. So whether I like the query as well. So yeah, and I can say 15%. I think yeah, if you want to come, I can give you 15% anyway. So at this point, I want to have a pause. I want to talk about something. So most people, when you mention these two, right? There's one particular tool that you guys have used indirectly that you didn't put in your on, and I've not seen it as well. It's called SharePoint, and most of you guys have actually kind of gone in there. That is where all this, where you store all your artifacts, right? And even when you open your videos that you've kind of they are actually hosted on SharePoint. So at Blue Sky, we also use SharePoint. Okay, so you need to put SharePoint on your tools as well that you've also used anyway. So okay, and Grace, okay, let's move to Grace. So this is another great one as well. So I like, even though I think, yeah, maybe the white background is okay. Some people do prefer white background anyway. So, but well done on that one. And yeah, and also the SQL as well. That was good. The Power BI. So yeah, okay. So when you mentioned that, oh, in terms of Power BI, you got theoretical knowledge. I jot it down. I know that. What do you mean by theoretical knowledge? I meant to practical, but later I got what you mean because you are a Mac user, and then because of that you are not able. So, but yeah, what it is what it is. So anyway, so but based on what you've done, which I think are good anyway. So if you want to come to advance, I can give you 10% anyway. So okay. Joy, okay. So Joy, okay. At the point I was not even sure whether you are playing the video on YouTube or not anyway, but that's not the so but let's go into the content. Okay, interview questions, that's good. Task completed, that also is good. Let's see if I've got any comment for you. I will. Okay, yeah. So in terms of tasks that was completed was also good anyway. But okay, and I was looking for some artifacts that I can't see actually. So it was just yeah, I've done this, I've done this. I want you to kind of support them with artifacts. So, which is no, I worked on Excel, I work on Jira, I work on, so, but where are they? Where are they? I want to see what you've done, right? I want to see the artifacts. So those are missing anyway. Okay. So, but well done on what you've done anyways. That was good. So moving to Messi. Okay. So yeah, the list of two could be kind of properly arranged anyway. Yeah, if you put the maybe it's the presentation anyway. So so if you put the logo of the tools anyway. So for rows of keywords. So okay, as a keyword, it is really not great for you to have typo on your presentation. Okay, not only one, not only two, right? You have some typo, you need to look into that. You have some typos. So for instance, strategy modification, some of those things like that in one slide anyway. So please look into that. Yeah. So and it's very important. Even yeah, you should be the quality person, so you need to also pay attention and have attention to details when you're also doing your own presentation. So yeah, but in terms of the content, I like the automation one, which I think was good. You actually kind of cover a few of the automation as well. So I think yeah, well done on that one. So yeah, so and the manual test cases as well. So and we are one of those guys that have actually covered a lot of automation anyway. So I want to say well done on that one. So I'm happy to also give you 15% as well. If not, yeah, yeah, I'll say 15. Yeah. So then I think the next person would be Alex. I didn't get the name, but later when I got the voice, I think it was Alex that did the video about yeah. So I didn't to be honest, I was not even sure that it was a Nollywood video or Hollywood video, but it was really great actually. But the context I didn't get to be honest, but I thought yeah, there's a context to that because initially other people were following the different contests, what they've done, what the artifacts, but I think he kind of went into yeah having a report of what should be done, how things should be done, which I think is also great as well. So it was really impressive having to put those effort in, and also I like the automation. To be honest, you've really done a lot on that bit anyway. So and to be honest, I can't fault what you've done anyway. So which I think was really good. At the point I put on my report here and said it just sounded like a sales speech anyway, but I love it anyway. So well done. So to be honest, I'm happy to give you 30% on yeah if you want to come into advance yeah, but yeah, even though I said 30%, I wanted to take it back anyway because the conclusion wasn't that great, actually, right? So because it was really great until when you concluded was like, is that all? Right? Because I was expecting a big conclusion, yeah. But of course, I'm still happy to give you that 30% if you are coming. So yeah, mm, then towing, okay. So going back to towing, okay. So and yeah, great presentation. Introduction is I like that anyway. So you show us your wiki and what you done in the presentation, the organogram, yeah. So which I think is good. The tracker as well. So the framework, yeah, that okay. You're one of those one that also said I design agile framework. I was like, I don't, I really don't know if that is the right presentation of it as well. So, and you also mentioned you are moving Blue Sky from Agile to Agile. I really don't know where that's coming from because Blue Sky is not we are not using waterfall. So maybe it's just a point that you just want to use it as a part of your presentation, which is fine if that is the case. But yeah, just you need to watch it anyway. So yeah, but if it's just like okay, you just want to prove it okay and know how to what you know a team that is in waterfall. that you want to move to through agile anyway. So, but that's fine. So another thing that I put on my notes here is close all, and I put question mark. I've forgotten what the context is sometimes, but I know there's something I wanted to talk about, but I don't know. So whether actually maybe, oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, you said you close. You are actually uh, yeah, I think, how did you put it now? Let me try to remember. I think you said you are thinking or you want to close all open risk or dependencies. Yeah. So, but one thing I want to say, which is a good motive, right? But some risk or some dependencies might also be left after the project anyway. So if the project is not finished, you have some stories, it's possible that some dependencies will still be left open. So you don't kind of put an aspiration to say everything has to be closed. Do you get it now? Because some risk might not be closed anyway. And also some dependencies are not you want to close them, but because other team are the one that would resolve it. So there's nothing you can do if they're not actually where you are. So you need to know that they are not there yet anyway. So okay. So but I think it was really, really great. And so but on my to be honest, on my note, I actually put, I don't know how it was so great because I've already kind of lost this one right now anyway, which I actually put 20%. I don't know why, because it seems if I was to look at it now, say it's 10%, but because it's already in my notes to say 20%, I will leave it like that anyway. So, which is fun. Then, okay, let's go to the DA presentation actually. That was phenomenal. That was really, really great, mind blowing. And of course, you guys are the one that wasted most of the time, but it's worthwhile. It's really, really worthwhile. So I want to say well done to that. So, and if you can unmute, I really, like I said, I really want to know how many people contributed to this. How many people contributed to this one? Okay. So I need the lead to unmute. Yeah, please. Okay, all right. So I take it that no one contributed. Okay, let's move on. Okay, all right. So the next one, I think, Chioma. Okay, Chioma. Okay, so that was also good. Like I said, okay, I think you are also mentioning the Wajai stuff anyway. So yeah, so you also put the tools that you add, and I think I really don't know. There seems, because my report broken into two, I think I might have lost a part of your report of the notes. You wanted to crash. Maybe it was the other one anyway. So I don't know. It's just a few things that I added here anyway. So 1 minute. Okay, so I think, yeah, of course you added the three phases based on what Femi has taught you. But like I said, for me, it's all about, I'm not up for theory. I'm more of practical, right? So, and it's is practical things that are actually moving most anyway. So but I would say well done on, yeah, all those things that you kind of put in there as well, the stakeholder matrix, so I would say I'm happy to give you 10% anyway. So, and the fact that you also come on camera, well, that was good anyway. So but I would really want to, most especially on the ADM, to see the artifact that you guys have produced anyway. So well, so then moving on to Kenneth. Kenneth, so this is another great presentation as well. So yes, so and the only thing I want to say also, when you move into the what's that? I think there's a piece that you actually talk about. Is this stakeholder matrix? But yeah, so no, I think yeah. I've forgotten what that is. But in the one that you show, whether it's a stakeholder matrix or something like that, or yeah. So I was expecting you to put the name of people rather than saying Scrum Master, mentor, bodies. So you put their names anyway. So that actually make a lot of sense than just saying developers to get it done, because some developers might not actually have the yeah in the one that you put the high influence, low influence, yeah, low. So I think it would be good to put their names in there, so rather than just their roles anyway. So okay, but it was really good presentation as well. So and yeah, so um yeah, okay, so moving on to Ken, no, Farouk. Okay, Farouk, another one. It was good as well. So I like the project mandate, how you kind of put everything laid out. Yeah. So it was really meaty actually. So and what you did in each of the sprints, and the morning tea. Okay, hopefully you can serve it to myself as well. So, and I think was also a great one, a great. So, that even if you start to work and you start to say, okay, we are going to do morning tea, and they thought you were going to serve tea, but you are going to actually do what you've done, which I think was really great. So well done for that one. That was really brilliant, and also the artifacts. I like the PSP one actually. So hopefully that was good actually. So people supporting people, which I think was great anyway. So well done on that one. So and and the recommendation that you added actually went quickly. I couldn't get what you put in there. So maybe if you can just take that screenshot and send it to me, that would be good. I didn't. Yeah, it was too fast for me to actually see what was there. So, but to be honest, in essence, you did very well. So well done. I'm happy to give you 10, even 15% of the discounts if you are coming to advance. So, and who is next? I think that there's another person. Essay, yeah, is essay, yeah, essay. So, that's another thing. At the point, I was a bit because, yeah, I can't go back to the slide. I thought what your project mandate that you displayed looks similar to the last person, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like the is a template anyway. So, but yeah, but it was also detailed as well anyway. But I'm going to assume that this is not the same that you put in there anyway. And but if it's the same, because it should be something that you should write in your own words anyway. But wait, so and essay that was good, and yeah. So another thing also, you mentioned servant leader, right? It's not a term that's used now. Agile is so agile; they've changed it. So who can tell me what they use now as for Scrum Masters? Yeah. So
True leader.
True leaders.
sorry,
True leaders.
True leaders.
because they don't like the servant anyway. So so yeah. So just yeah, bear in mind that you're not true leader, you're not servant leader again. So okay, all right. So I like the layout of each of the sprints, what you did in the sprint, which I think is good, and the team charter as well, the screenshots. Yeah, so well done. So I'm okay to give you the 10% if you want to come anyway. So yeah. So there's another person here that came after essay. Oh, sorry. There's another person that came after essay. I didn't put the name down. Hopefully, I'm not going to miss this person. Sorry, who actually came after essay? So I didn't.
Ijoma.
Yeah,
Ijoma. Yeah.
Ijoma. Let me see. Yeah, that's true. Thank you. I cannot see the. Yeah, I just missed the name. Yes, that is Ijoma. Yeah, thank you. So that was another great one. Yeah. So I think yeah, that's another thing I also put it. So Ijoma um what's it called? Project mandate, essay, and the last person I spoke about just looks similar anyway. So watch out for that anyway. So I like the list of your used the tools that you've added. That was good anyway. So yeah, and also the roles in each of the sprint. To be honest, why I ask you guys to do the roles is the fact that if you go to interviews, you are able to kind of talk about what you do actually, so which I think is very, very important. So if you can at least cram it or know what you've done, so it would really, really be good. So I like the layout, sprint by sprint, what you did, and also the team capacity as well. So that was good. So yeah, I'm happy to give you the 10% as well. So Scrum Masters, I did to Isaiah anyway. So the project mandate. So another thing that you need to watch out, is the as Isaiah, was that you call the project web project. It's not a web project, it's a web application. Do you get it now? So yeah, is a but on the project mandate, you actually said is it the mentor skid web development project, which is fine. But when you were talking, you said, "Oh, the project is a web project." There's something like a web project; it's a web application, but of course, it's a web development project. So it's just the terminology really to be, if you, yeah. So the screen was a bit fuzzy for me, to be honest. So I really could not see something. Then another thing that you also need to watch out for, because when you're doing your presentation, you kept saying flexi, flexi, the name of your team. It's not actually flexi, it's flex. Okay. So you just need to watch those things as well. Yeah. And you need to look out for some typos in your presentation, like sign up or those things as well. You need to look out for them. But to be honest, the contents are there, so well done on those things. I like the roles that you listed, so which I think they are really, really fine. Well done. So and who was that actually? Let me go back again. Yeah. So Adetuwo Isaiah Olajide. So yeah, I'm happy with what you've done. Anyway, so Jamie, so well done. I like the content, how you presented it. So that was really good presentation in terms of sprint by sprint content wise, what you did, so and the tools that was used as well, so that was good. But you need to watch out. For instance, okay, Azure DevOps, Balsamiq, Figma is good. Gmail, no. Jira good, Miro good, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, Word, Paint, Snipping to Telegram, no. Vimeo, I don't know, to be honest. So Visual, yeah. And yeah, you just need to the one I just the one I mentioned, maybe just remove them if you have them on your CV. So yeah, and the breakdown of the roles was okay. The tax was also brilliant as well. So the process map is very good. But one thing that I can say, for me, process map, I'd rather put it in black and white as well, to be honest, not in purple. Okay. So if you want to look into that anyway, so the user stories were also good as well. So well done on that one. So the only thing that I can say is like, I'm not sure that you are adding additional information to your user story. So, but in total, it's actually a very great presentation. It was good, one of the best, I would say, of course. Yeah. So, and even the active art as well and the presentation. So, I'm happy to give you 20% anyway. So, if that's okay. So then Yemi Olorunfemi, okay, and we're done for that. The racing matrix, the gap. I love the gap analysis anyway. So the current state, the current platform lack user registration and profile, but the future one you have that. So basically, I think, but this is just a hypothetical gap analysis anyway. But it makes sense anyway. So, and I can say well done for that. So, and the SWOT analysis, which I think is also good as well. So it's a bit cautious. I can't read them. Okay, so please do send it to me. So, and because if it's really really something that I need to look into. So I couldn't. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I read this thing anyway, as you can see, but I couldn't read what you put in there anyway quickly. So if you can send it to me, that would. I love SWOT actually because I did it when I was in the MBA as well. So and the stakeholder matrix was also good. And like I told the other guy as well, I would prefer that you put the name of of the person instead of putting product owner or business owner. Who are this anyway? So the jargon is okay. Yeah. So this is also good as well. The Okay. The process map, I can't see what you add inside, to be honest. So I don't want to believe that it's just a star that you put in there because that's what I saw anyway. So, but look into that process map, okay? The user diagram seems okay, okay? So, and so the wireframe, yeah, I think you need to look into that wireframe again, right? So the logo is not in the right place. The login button is in green. There's a purple, there's blue. Yeah. So look into that. Even the frames that you have are not aligned as well. Do you get it now? So the profile page, the profile logo, you just need to kind of, if you can, redo them. But it's a nice try anyways. It's good, and so well done for that. But however, that is for my calendar anyway. But the other one for find my mentor is good actually. The only thing that you might want to change is that button, find a mentor. Maybe because you are using it to highlight that this is the one that is presented, which is fine. You don't need to put it in blue. You can put it in a dark gray. Do you get it now? So, but not in a different color. So, but the drop down was also good as well. So, well done. So, to be honest, I'm happy to give you 10% on that one if you are coming. Afolabi, moving to Afolabi. So, this is also good as well. So, and well done on the DA. So, really, I just love the DAs anyway. They always do a brilliant job as well, to be honest. So, but I was expecting more from you actually, but I didn't see that much anyway. So even if I give the 10%, so for you just to kind of encourage, to be honest. So but because yeah, for DA you have a lot of things that you should present, but some of them are kind of missing in your presentation, but you did well. So yeah, Moses Adepoju, moving on to Moses list of tasks that was done. So that was good, and also the user story. And yeah, the wireframes, you need to also look into the wireframe again as well. Like I said, the banner that you did, yeah, you shouldn't just copy and paste banner from the site anyway and put it in your wireframe. So it's not done. And also, I think I have given a feedback on this one before. The what is this particular one? Okay, is it the registration form or something like that? It has to align your first name, last name, email. The boxes have to align together. So you need to look into that so that they align anyway. So it's very, very important. Okay. So let's move to Rose Okere. Rose Okere, a great one as well. So, and you said you've kind of raised 5 bucks, which was good anyway in one of the sprints, and 14 test cases. And to be honest, I don't know whether to be impressed with my developers or to be impressed with, no, of course not. Anyway, as a tester, you want to raise a bug. So you tested 14 test cases and all of them passed. I'm a bit skeptical anyway. So hopefully you are not, letting some bugs slide. So, and this is what happened when you report yeah, to say, okay, I tested 14 stories, I didn't find any bug there. So even the fact that you tested 11, you found one bug. So that still raises a question. You just need to watch it. So, yeah, but well done on that one. It's not, if there's no bug, there's no bug anyway. So, and also for the automation code that you've done. So I'm happy to give you 10% as well. So well done for the work done. And yeah. So I think able. Okay, next person is able. So okay, this is another great one as well. Okay. Yeah, I like your great explanation as we are doing the story anyway. So, but in terms of artifacts, I want to see a lot of artifacts. Okay, of course, you got the bug race. Automation, I'm not sure whether I missed your automation so that you've done, but the manual testing, I think you got hang of it anyway, so which I think is fine. So I really want to see a lot of artifacts that you've done. So but for now, I say well done on, yeah. So on what you've done and also the explanation. Ed, oh boy, okay. So like I said, you need to look into the list of the tools that you use. And also, this is very, very important. Like, for instance, when people put Jira and you put Azure DevOps on your list of tools, you need to know how they are used, because you can't use Jira and Azure DevOps on the same project, right? So that's what we need to know. So if you are putting Jira and Azure DevOps on the same role, right? You need to be able to motivate that. Oh, I'm working on two projects. One is a client project and is on Jira. Another one is on Azure DevOps. And it always happens for consultancy companies anyway. So because if you have two or three clients and they have to send you to one client for from this time to this time, and then you work on Jira, and another time you have to go to another client and you work on, yeah, like, even let's say for instance in advanced now, we have different clients and we have different projects. We can say, okay, because right now, even the same thing applies to Java and C Sharp as well. You don't say you are working for the same company and they both use Java and C Sharp on the same project. It's not necessarily done. It has to be on a different project. Like in advanced now, there's a particular team they work using Java and other teams are using C Sharp. So that's how it normally works. Okay. So if you have alternative tools, you don't use them on one project. You just need to watch out. So another thing, Ed, you need to look at the typo. You actually misspelled Microsoft. Okay. Microsoft Teams. Okay. So you need to, like, if what I can say, if other people are doing it for tester as a quality gate person. Okay. It's not, you shouldn't do that. Okay. So in terms of the automation setup from scratch, I love that anyways, because I think you are one of those, if not the only person that actually itemize how you can install or how you can actually go through the setup, which I think I already asked you guys to put into your report at the end. So keyways, or please watch out for that. So in your report at the end, you need to put that in your report. Okay. So, and that was also a great one. So I'm happy to give you 15% also for that. So Reju Akim Molarin, this is also good as well. So uh, even though there's some other things I don't really need that you put in your report, but it's fine. So you said you did 31 test cases, and some of your test cases are still in keywords. And yeah, so if you the 31 test cases, all of them are saying keyword. The questions are, what are they doing since? Okay. But you need to kind of start asking questions. Automation, you still have some pending tasks on automation. Please speak to your member of the team so that they can get this thing done. Okay. For you, I can kind of motivate you with 5%. if you want to do advanced anyway. But well done. Temokon Oluwabumi, next person. So I would, yeah. So this is okay. Power BI. Okay, no, sorry. That is Excel. On Excel, on Tableau. That's good. So yeah, I was expecting you to also put it on slideshow, but you didn't put on slideshow. You need to also watch that for that. So, but well done on that one as well. Anyway, so yeah. Um, okay. So I think I'm happy to give you 10%. To be honest, I think you've done very well. So then, so the next person, I might have mixed someone actually. Sorry. Who actually went after Thermocom? I think the person is a DM, right? I think the person is an ADM. Okay. Hopefully, I'm not the only one that's not sleeping.
Hello, did you? Sorry, who did you ask about now?
Yes, sir.
The presentation after Bumi.
Who went after Thermocon? Thermocon, do you know Thermocon album?
Yeah, it's Kemi ADM. She's the one that did the general.
Okay, all right. So that's the general one. Okay,
Yeah,
so that
and
was a
Kemi.
good call anyway. So yeah, so but because of the time, I will skip those feedback to unless yeah. The only thing I want to you guys bring a new concept. The PSP was good anyway. So which I'm really really impressed about anyway. So let me look into that. Yeah. So yeah, and also yeah, the SWOT analysis was also it was also good. So please send it to admin so we can look into that. All those recommendations that you put in there. To be honest, all these competitive analysis as well are brilliant actually. So well done. I'm really really impressed to be honest, and it's really really good actually. So um yeah, I think you guys have brought a lot of things on this platform, so I'm really really impressed that you've done the competitive advantages and everything. So of course we're going to look at them, we're going to ensure that yeah, what we can use we'll use anyway. But thank you so much for that. So I think yeah, the next person is Edward Thompson, right? I like the layout, right? Even though I was expecting lots of artifacts, but how you kind of laid out the requirement elicitation, the business requirement documentation, it was really, really good. And how you've kind of explained it as well. So one thing I added into my notes is like, for next time, so if this applies to everybody because that's where you are here as well. Because at work, if I don't know how to do something, I speak to one of my colleagues to say, "Can I do that?" Because my manager will not agree to say, "I don't know how to do it," or "Do you get it now?" And because of that, I didn't do it. So that's why I want to encourage you, anyone, just if you are having issues doing anything, just ask a member of your team. But that was a great delivery anyway in terms of how you delivered it. There's some artifacts as well that you added as well. So but also your user story, right, that were good anyway. So but one thing is like the acceptance criteria. So try to burden the additional information and make the additional information in a bullet point that's easy to understand. So when I visit, sometimes you don't use that visit. Do you get it now? When I navigate to use computer term actually. So that they're able to see what you are doing. So the wireframes, like I said, you don't put colors, okay, and you don't do copy and paste from the website. You do your own wireframe as you want it to be. If it has to be an image, you put image representation in there. So that's another thing that you need to look into. But well done, that was also good as well. So I'm happy to give you 10% as well. Okay, I think that's everything anyway. Ah, my God. So, but well done, everyone. You've really done very well. I am also kind of impressed. That's why I took the time now to give you individual feedback, because I think you actually worth it. So you need to get that. So in the next 5 minutes, I've got any questions, please, before. So I think there are some people writing something on the chat.
Sir, you asked about the lead for the DA for the Excel one that we presented.
Should I say it's
work
past?
with everybody. I was one that developed it from end to end, the elicitation, the coding of the Excel, the preparation of the workload sheet that was used, changing of the modeling, but I had contribution from everybody on the team.
Okay, all right. So who was talking?
Temilolua.
Temilolua. Okay. Temilolua. In terms of your presentation, what did you get?
I didn't get anything, sir.
You didn't get anything. Oh, that's so unfortunate, isn't it? All right. So because to be honest, that was really good. I know that will come from someone doing that in a year. To be honest, because it's really, really great actually. So, and I really want to know who actually brought that in. Yeah, brought that out. And so I'm happy to give you 20%. To be honest, that was good. Yeah. So so we're done. Yeah. Yeah. So
So do
okay.
you want me to call out the result?
Yes, please.
Ready?
Thank you.
Okay. So for this sprint, the quality assurance QAs for Super Alpha came first. The business analyst for Super Alpha came second, and the data analyst from Super Alpha team came third. So the team of the week is the Super Alpha team.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, Super Alpha team, you did very well. So I'm really impressed anyway as well. So well done. So thank you so much, our able next time let's use iRev so that you can see the results online. If that's okay. All right, cool. Thank you so much, everyone. So I think that's all. So apologies. Yeah. I think we had a little mix up at the beginning, because that's the reason I wanted to start 8 o'clock, because I know it would take us a long time actually. But eventually we didn't start until 9 o'clock. It's fine. Anyway, I use the 1 hour to tell my Taste by Moonlight. Okay. Before we leave, any question?
Yeah, hello, Deji.
Hi, Loretta.
Yeah, this is Loretta, please.
Yeah.
So I sent you a message that I couldn't do my video. One, I'm not feeling fine, and secondly, I have a technical issue with my laptop and the rest of it. So, what should I do? When can I submit mine?
Oh, it's already late. There's nothing I can do, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do now. It's already late. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because there's no other opportunity. Do you get it now? So yeah. So, but of course, we would. One thing that I tell people, right? This is one of those things that we have to look into before we issue certificate. But what I can tell you is like we will give exemption for you, right? Well, I can come in on another on next Sunday. I've got another thing planned, right? I'm bringing another person in to take in one topic, so I don't have the time for another one. But I would kind of, I'll ask the team to look into that so that you are kind of, you're giving the exemption because you are not feeling well. But I won't be able to do another presentation anyway. Yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. So have a good night. We'll see you guys. Yeah. Maybe some of you guys, I'll see you